What's up guys, this is Mark from Tree Studio. So welcome again to yet another episode of Tree Studio Wedding Insight. So in this episode, we're going to talk about how to make your own wedding timeline. So all the brides expect to have as smooth as possible wedding day. However, they often find it a bit head-scratching to work out a proper wedding timeline. And first thing first, to work out your wedding day timeline, you should start by getting a bit idea from a generic wedding day timetable of your own. For example, what time are you looking to start your wedding? If you're not a morning person, you might not want to start your wedding preparation until like 10 a.m. And if you want to catch the sunset before your wedding reception during the winter, then waking up at 6 o'clock for the bridal makeup is pretty much essential. So basically, there are several important time points you should roughly figure out before your wedding detailed version timetable. So starting with your makeup and preparation time, then the ceremony time, followed by that is the reception start time and finish time. Alrighty, so now you have a list of a rough version timeline on your hand. We're almost there for a detailed wedding timetable. But before we figure out that final version, we will need to start by figuring out your wedding ceremony time. Why? Because ceremony is a good time point for you to figure your whole day schedule. And when you know that time point, you can work out when you should start in the morning, as well as when you should finish your location photo session, so you can join your reception party. So now, I'm going to discuss how to figure out your ideal ceremony start time. If you are planning a traditional indoor wedding ceremony in the church, then 12 to 4 p.m. is the best time for you to organize the ceremony without the issue of lighting. If you are planning an outdoor garden style wedding ceremony, then 2 to 4 p.m. is the best time to tie the knot. And if you are getting married during the summer, try to set your ceremony place under the shade or high a marquee. And a water station is also preferable for hydration. And when we are choosing a winter wedding, try to push the ceremony time a bit earlier, because the natural lighting is essential for your wedding photographer to create the image perfectly suit your style. So now you know when you are looking to start your wedding ceremony. The next step is to work out your preparation time. And before the ceremony starts, the bride and groom normally gets prepared separately. Whether you prefer your wedding photographer to cover the getting ready part to make a consistent story or not, the timetable for this part won't change that much. And for a comprehensive photography coverage, we normally spend 1 hour at the groom's place and then 1.5 at the bride's place. The makeup artist and hairstylist should almost make all the girls ready for the photos, and 15 minutes is my recommendation overlap time for your wedding photographer and makeup artist. And try to add 15 to 20 minutes extra time than what Google Maps tells you for traveling from the bride's preparation place to ceremony place. Even though most wedding photographers are excellent driving skills, a bit extra time for them to find proper parking and equip fully ready for the ceremony is always worthwhile. And when there's a filmmaker coming to film the preparation as well, extend 20 to 30 minutes extra to avoid a morning rush. Your photographer and cinematographer need a bit time to discuss the capturing process between them. When you're staying a bit far away from your partner's getting ready place, you could also consider hiring a second photographer and cinematographer to capture the preparation process separately, so the groom and his groomsmen won't get too pissed off because your wedding photographer is knocking his door too early. Okay, so now we are halfway done on making your wedding day timeline. The second last step is all about your wedding photography. A typical wedding ceremony lasts around 40 minutes, and after that, you should leave 10 to 20 minutes to let your family and friends congratulate you. And followed by that are the group shots and family photos, which will be taken care by me. And then it's the part that I'm most excited about, which is the wedding location photos. The part is one of the most flexible parts on your wedding big day, and I would suggest to control it between 1 to 2 hours, depending on the number of the location you want it to do, as well as you should take account about your reception start time. However, too less or more is not always good, because too many photo locations or too less may either make you miss the opportunity for the timeless image, or you might get too tired to celebrate at the reception when we go out of this range. Alright, so last step is to work out your reception schedule, and depending on the culture and the bride's own preference, the timeline at the reception could be very versatile. So whether you are organizing a cocktail celebration or a formal sit-down, a banquet, or dancing and drumming night, here is the number one rule. Don't organize any formalities when your guests are eating. And if you are wanting to do a sunset photo session, then listen close. Use the weather forecast to see the sunset time on the day. And 20 minutes before that is the so-called golden hour for the wedding photography. So if you are wanting a stunning sunset shot from your photographer, then leave a block for that on your wedding timeline. Or you can create a little break between your speeches, so it won't be that boring for your guests as well. So there you have it, the 101 guide on planning your wedding day timetable. And I hope this episode could help you on building your own wedding timeline, so you can run your wedding day as smooth as possible. And hey, if you have got more questions regarding to your wedding photography, please contact Tree Studio for more professional wedding photography tips. And this is Mark from Tree Studio. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye.